Diana, Princess of Wales, born Diana Frances Spencer, July 1, 1961, August 31, 1997, was a member of the British royal family. She was the first wife of Charles, Prince of Wales, the heir apparent to the British throne, and was the mother of Prince William and Prince Harry. Diana's activism and glamour made her an international icon and earned her an enduring popularity as well as an unprecedented public scrutiny, exacerbated by her tumultuous private life. Diana was born into the British nobility and grew up close to the royal family on their Sandringham estate. The youngest daughter of John Spencer, 8th Earl Spencer, and Frances Shand Kydd, she was strongly affected by their divorce in 1967. She did not distinguish herself academically, but was talented in music, dance, and sports. In 1978, she moved to London, where she lived with flatmates and took on various low-paying jobs. Diana came to prominence in 1981 upon her engagement to Prince Charles, the eldest son of Queen Elizabeth II, after a brief courtship. Their wedding took place at St. Paul's Cathedral in 1981 and made her Princess of Wales, a role in which she was enthusiastically received by the public. The couple had two sons, the Princes William and Harry, who were then second and third in the line of succession to the British throne. Diana's marriage to Charles, however, suffered due to their incompatibility in extramarital affairs. The couple separated in 1992, soon after the breakdown of their relationship became public knowledge. The details of their marital difficulties became increasingly publicized, and the marriage ended in divorce in 1996. As Princess of Wales, Diana undertook royal duties on behalf of the Queen and represented her at functions across the Commonwealth realms. She was celebrated in the media for her unconventional approach to charity work. Her patronages initially centered on children and youth, but she later became known for her involvement with AIDS patients and campaigned for the removal of landmines. She also raised awareness and advocated ways to help people affected with cancer and mental illness. As princess, Diana was initially noted for her shyness, but her charisma and friendliness endeared her to the public and helped her reputation survive the acrimonious collapse of her marriage. Considered to be very photogenic, she was a leader of fashion in the 1980s and 1990s. Media attention and public mourning were extensive after her death in a car crash in a Paris tunnel in 1997 and subsequent televised funeral. Her legacy has had a deep impact on the royal family and British society. Diana Frances Spencer was born on July 1, 1961 at Park House, Sandringham, Norfolk. 1. She was the fourth of 5 children of John Spencer, Viscount Althorp, 1924–1992, and Frances Spencer, Viscountess Althorp, née Roche, 1936–2004. 2. The Spencer family had been closely allied with the British royal family for several generations. 3. Diana's grandmothers, Cynthia Spencer, Countess Spencer, and Ruth Roche, Baroness Fermoy, had served as ladies-in-waiting to Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. 4. The Spencers were hoping for a boy to carry on the family line, and no name was chosen for a week, until they settled on Diana Frances, after her mother and after Lady Diana Spencer, a many times great-aunt who was also a prospective Princess of Wales. 5. On August 30, 1961, 6. Diana was baptized at St. Mary Magdalene Church, Sandringham. 5. She grew up with 3 siblings, Sarah, Jane, and Charles. 7. Her infant brother, John, died shortly after his birth 1 year before Diana was born. 8. The desire for an heir added strain to the Spencers' marriage, and Lady Althorp was reportedly sent to Harley Street clinics in London to determine the cause of the problem. 5. The experience was described as humiliating by Diana's younger brother, Charles. It was a dreadful time for my parents and probably the root of their divorce because I don't think they ever got over it. 5. Diana grew up in Park House, situated on the Sandringham estate. 9. The Spencers leased the house from its owner, Queen Elizabeth II. The royal family frequently holidayed at the neighboring Sandringham house, and Diana played with the Queen's sons Prince Andrew and Prince Edward. 10. Diana was 7 years old when her parents divorced. 11. Her mother later began a relationship with Peter Shand Kydd and married him in 1969. 12. Diana lived with her mother in London during her parents' separation in 1967, But during that year's Christmas holidays, Lord Althorp refused to let Diana return to London with Lady Althorp. Shortly afterwards he won custody of Diana with support from his former mother-in-law, Lady Fairmoy. 13. In 1976, Lord Althorp married Rayne, Countess of Dartmouth. 14. Diana's relationship with her stepmother was particularly bad. 15. She resented Rayne, whom she called a bully, and on one occasion Diana pushed her down the stairs. 15. She later described her childhood as very unhappy and very unstable, the whole thing. 16. Diana became known as Lady Diana after her father later inherited the title of Earl Spencer in 1975, at which point her father moved the entire family from Park House to Althorp, the Spencer seat in Northamptonshire. 17. Diana was initially homeschooled under the supervision of her governess, Gertrude Allen. 18. She began her formal education at Silfield Private School in Gayton, Norfolk, and moved to Riddlesworth Hall School, an all-girls boarding school near Thetford, when she was 9. 19. She joined her sisters at Westheath Girls' School in Sevenoaks, Kent, in 1973. 20. She did not shine academically, failing her O-levels twice. Her outstanding community spirit was recognized with an award from Westheath. 21. She left Westheath when she was 16. 22. Her brother Charles recalls her as being quite shy up until that time. 23. She showed a talent for music as an accomplished pianist. 21. Diana also excelled in swimming and diving, and studied ballet and tap dance. 24. After attending Institut Pin Vidimanet, a finishing school in Rougemont, Switzerland, for one term, and leaving after the Easter term of 1978, 25, Diana returned to London, where she shared her mother's flat with two school friends. 26. In London, she took an advanced cooking course, but seldom cooked for her roommates. She took a series of low-paying jobs. She worked as a dance instructor for youth until a skiing accident caused her to miss 3 months of work. 27. She then found employment as a playgroup preschool assistant, did some cleaning work for her sister Sarah and several of her friends, and acted as a hostess at parties. Diana spent time working as a nanny for the Robertsons, an American family living in London, 28, and worked as a nursery teacher's assistant at the Young England School in Pimlico. 29. In July 1979, her mother bought her a flat at Callaherne Court in Earl's Court as an 18th birthday present. 30. She lived there with 3 flatmates until February 25, 1981. 31. Lady Diana first met Charles, Prince of Wales, the Queen's eldest son and heir apparent, when she was 16 in November 1977. He was then dating her older sister, Lady Sarah. 32-33. They were guests at a country weekend during the summer of 1980 when she watched him play polo and he took a serious interest in Diana as a potential bride. The relationship progressed when he invited her aboard the Royal Yacht Britannia for a sailing weekend to Cowes. This was followed by an invitation to Balmoral, the royal family's Scottish residence, to meet his family one weekend in November 1980. 34-35. Lady Diana was well received by the Queen, the Queen Mother and the Duke of Edinburgh. Prince Charles subsequently courted Diana in London. The Prince proposed on February 6, 1981, and Lady Diana accepted, but their engagement was kept secret for 2.5 weeks. 31. Their engagement became official on February 24, 1981. 18. Diana selected a large engagement ring that consisted of 14 solitaire diamonds surrounding a 12-carat oval blue Ceylon sapphire set in 18-carat white gold, 18, which was similar to her mother's engagement ring. The ring was made by the Crown Jewellers Gerard. In 2010, it became the engagement ring of Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge. 36. The Queen Mother gave Diana a sapphire and diamond brooch as an engagement present. 37. Following the engagement, Diana left her occupation as a kindergarten assistant and lived for a short period at Clarence House, which was the home of the Queen Mother. 38. She then lived at Buckingham Palace until the wedding. 38. Diana was the first Englishwoman to marry the first in line to the throne since Anne Hyde over 300 years earlier, and she was also the first royal bride to have a paying job before her engagement. 21-18. She made her first public appearance with Prince Charles in a charity ball in March 1981 at Goldsmiths Hall, where she met Grace Kelly, the Princess of Monaco.